Yeah, Anjana. So, can you able to hear my voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, where we are at discussing about the domain knowledge, right? So, yeah, and then with the help of the guide or with the help of the person, a mentor provided to me, so I got the basic understanding of the finance domain, and then I have been placed into the project, and I started working on the requirements part, which will fall under into the finance domain. And later, I got the opportunity to work in the banking domain. And after working in a couple of years, even in the banking domain also, I don't have the domain knowledge. I have the domain knowledge of only the ERP and then the finance. So for the
Okay.
banking domain, I'm completely new. But based upon the profile weightage, I mean, the weightage is the word like your skills, your communication, your way of presenting the interview. So based upon that, they have shortlisted the profile and the similar process, like they have given a certain amount of time and they have shared the documents which are already existing for the project to understand what is the client domain. And then they have placed into the project. And now in my career, I am having the domain knowledges of ERP, banking, finance. And the current company which I am working it's related to the US healthcare. So after
Okay.
having an experience of 10 years as a BA, they have shortlisted my profile without having the domain knowledge of US healthcare. So my domain knowledge in the US healthcare is zero. If you ask me anything related to the US healthcare, what are the insurance policies that the US healthcare is having? At that moment, I'm at the zero level. I don't have any understanding of this particular domain. So they have recruited me and they have shared the documents and they have provided the recordings, existing recordings or existing KT, I mean the knowledge transfer sessions, recordings that what will be there. So that will be shared to us. So we need to go through the recordings or we need to understand the existing documents and whoever the mentor that has been provided to you. So you need to raise the appropriate questions before you have been placed into the project. So within a period of 4 weeks, I think for the US healthcare, I think I got at around almost 6 weeks of time to understand the US healthcare domain. And now they have been placed in the project. So now I can able to understand. So my domain in the US healthcare is in the claim process. So which is the claim adjudication process. Which is working on the how the claims has been done in the US healthcare. So what type of rules we need to follow, or
Mm.
what type of different pharmacies or the list of pharmacies or the list of providers that the US healthcare people is having, and then how to um, raise a claim in a portal. So you are going once your treatment has been done, you need to post the claim to the insurance or the can insurance agents, which are nothing but the providers. And then your claim has been created, and then you need to provide the required proofs, saying the medical analysis documents, whatever maybe we are having, and then the backend system will validate those documents, whether the documents that has been attached to this particular claim are valid or not, and they will check which of the sections will be climbed. Say, for example, if there is anything related to uh, something like a psychologist or something related to dental. I mean, in India, we don't have the insurance for the ENT. I mean, for ears, any things related to the ears or anything related to the dental, any implantation, any root cleaning. So those will not be covered in any of the insurance agency here. So what
Mm.
will be the things that will be covered in in that particular claim? And then the claim is we can say like it is a valid claim. Like the claim that has been created is a valid claim which has uh, all the clear set of required documents. And now the claim has been approved. So how much amount that you need to get it once the insurance, I mean once you made the claim. So it's not like you will not get the 100% of the claim that has been made. So maybe of 80 or 70 or 90% of the amount they will be releasing once the claim has been successfully submitted or verified. So this is the entire claim adjudication process which my current project is working on. So this is how we need to grow ourselves as a BA, moving into when you are increasing your experience. So you need to get the knowledge of different domains. Say, for example, maybe a couple of for the next company. So there might be a requirement from the for the insurance domain. They require a BA who is having the knowledge on the insurance domain. So in my profile, I don't have this particular domain. So again, I'll do the same process. So now in my profile, there is one more domain added to my domain knowledge skills. So this is how we need to we need to learn the domains when you will start working into the projects. And also one more thing, like whenever you are applying for any company, uh, so you need to go to the first initial step is go to the company website and see what are his vision, and then what will be his values, and what is the mission that he is having, and then what type of products this particular company is having, and what type of services they are providing. I mean, simply like open the website and tap on each menu and look at all the items, understand the content that has been made over each section, so that you will get the basic understanding of what this particular company is going to do. So if the interviewer asks any question related to, say, for example, how the claims, do you know how the claims will be adjudicated? So you don't know like what is the exactly process, how the claim is going to validate. But in the website, you have seen like this company will be providing for the claim adjudication process. So they will be doing some validating related to the claims part.
Okay.
So that is the basic thing. Whenever you got whenever your profile is shortlisted, or whenever you are having the recruiter give a call to you and saying like your profile is shortlisted, and you will be having the first technical round on so and so date, and it will be an online or the video call.
Hmm.
So he will be sharing the JD. JD is nothing but the job description.
Okay.
So the job description will be provided to you. And the first question you need to ask when the recruiter made a call to you is like, there is a position. I mean, what they will say is like, say, I am from the Infosys company, so I'm the working as a recruiter for the Infosys company. So we have a requirement for the BA in one of our projects. So they will start taking the details like, what is your experience, and then why you are moving to the new role, why you are switching into the new role, and then what is your current CTC, and then what is your expected CTC, and what percentage of hike you are expecting. So they will start asking all these questions, but they will not give you a detailed explanation that why, for what position they are looking into, or what are the skills that this particular profile should have. So in that case, you need to ask them, share the job description or the JD, send the job description to my mail ID. Don't ask them to explain in the call itself, because
Okay.
the recruiter will also like may not have the complete knowledge on what exactly the requirement is. So he will be saying like, we need a profile requirement from the HR team, saying like, for the recruiters, we need a profile with a BA with an experience of around 3 to 5 years. So that is the
Okay.
only requirement they will give. So they don't have the knowledge on what projects, on what exactly the requirement of the BA, and for which project we are going to place. So in that scenario, we need to ask them to have the complete job description. So once you have the job description, so you will be having the company website saying that excuse me. So they will give you the brief introduction about the company and the job description itself. Like our vision is to maintain this, and we are having the clients of 100 companies, or we are providing services to 50, more than 500 companies, and then our staffing is around 10,000, and we are having our branches at around 15 or locations. So all this basic information they will be sharing with the JD, and your role is to you need to understand the job description. But as you are applying for a BA role, you need to go to the company website and you need to see what are the different services, what are the different products they are working, that the company is having, and then what will be their vision, like in the 20 by the year of 2030. So what they are expecting, so how they want to grow in the market, so on what areas they are focusing. So for example, like they might be focusing on the automation part. They want to make their manual stream things to be streamed into an automation. So you need not to know what is automation. You just need to understand, like, okay, the company's intention is by 2030 they are planning to move from manual to automation.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the basic things which we need to have. And coming to so in tomorrow's session, we will look at the each of the techniques. So we will not concentrate in detail about all these techniques like PESTLE, Heptalysis, and then the four attributes of most, the mission, objectives, strategies, tactics, and then the SWOT analysis, and then the CATWOE, which is not required, Bono singing hands, which is not required, and Moscow, which plays a crucial role. And then this is VPEC-T, which is not required, and SCRS, which is also not required. So we will just understand what is the purpose. And basically, in a simple way, what we need to do is like, you just need to remember where it is. Yeah, the purpose. The purpose of
Okay.
particular technique. So heptalysis is to use to perform a in-depth analysis of early stage business or ventures on 7 important categories. So like the interviewer will ask you a question like, so I want to start a new business, which is something like I want to start a real estate company. So I want a website for my real estate. So they don't, that is, they're completely fresh into the market. So he will ask like what type of business analysis technique that you are going to prefer in this scenario. So
Okay.
you can see like heptalysis. So why the heptalysis base? Because it focuses on the earlier stage business. So where we have the 7 categories, like understanding what is the market opportunity, what is the product, and how we are going to execute, and what will be the financial engine. So these are the things which we need to remember at the high level. So just understanding the purpose, and saying like you need to understand the definition of the particular technique.
Okay.
So we'll be discussing in detail about this in tomorrow's session, Anjani. So any questions till now?
No.
So, okay. So what I'll do is I'll share the materials to you to your mail ID. Probably
Okay.
you can go through the two, I think it's the two PPTs. And in the second PPT, which I have shared, so for in that we have the business analysis techniques. So if you get some time, just go through those business analysis techniques. Those are around 9 techniques, and
Oh,
just understand what exactly the purpose it is saying.
okay.
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 Okay, Anjani. So
Yeah.
that's all for today. So we'll wind up for today's session, and I think we'll meet you on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, Anjani. Have a good day.